we've got a good old friend, Corndan, coming on in to talk with us a little bit. Come on in, Corndan. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good today.
Oh,
I'm
well,
excited
good.
for the game today.
I mean,
Real
I'm excited for it as well. I've played a good amount of this game, as well as another game that has fairly similar physics.
There is another game built on the same engine as this, yes.
Yes.
Also, which could have been given out today without issue.
I mean, that's true, and honestly, I kind of prefer the other game over this one. But that's just me. That's just me, you know. I've got unique tastes, Corndan. So what do we have today? It's not more RoboCop, is it?
Well, I mean, yes.
Oh, okay.
But it's RoboCop we've given out before.
Ah, yeah, that's right. I know that we've seen this before.
This is the one that started it all.
Yeah.
RoboCop 2 for the NES.
Yeah. I love that it's got Data East and Ocean on this screen.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh no, it's not. It's anything but. Yeah, RoboCop 2. Now, remember, for those of you who have not seen this game before, it is a platformer, and it has some of the most slippery controls of any platformer on the NES. I'm not even joking.
No, but they do try to justify it.
How?
And the justification is awesome. In the manual, it even puts it out. Hold up, let's see if I can. Because of RoboCop's massive weight, he can't stop on a dime.
Are they calling him fat?
You'll have to master the technique of controlling his inertia when he jumps and walks, especially on wet and slippery surfaces.
You'll have to master the technique of playing the game. Okay.
Pretty much. It's decidedly, seriously not good. But at the same token, I do kind of love this game and how dumb it is.
Oh, same. I mean, it has a charm that other games have more of, but...
I mean, I found this playing random games, and then Tristan and I raced each other in it for an hour and some, and neither one of us got very far.
You two raced?
We did.
Wow, that's...
On the Big Bad Gameathon channel, I believe, sometime last year.
I love Big Bad Gameathon, and the Big Bad 10 has always been fun. We haven't had RoboCop 2 on that yet, thank goodness. But
that's because the game's so awful that nobody wants to play it to figure out some sort of thing to do.
Well, no, I don't want to play it. This is why we make other people play it, Corndan.
Pretty much. I mean, I kind of, as I said, I kind of enjoy it. It's fun. It's just stupid.
That's a good assessment of this game, yeah.
If any game deserves the "you tried" ribbon, it's this one.
But did they try?
Oh, I think they tried, and I think they just did everything wrong. But I think they tried.
Okay, that's fair enough. Give me just a little bit. I am making sure we have everything lined up and ready to roll before we get rocking. You know, I make fun of this game a lot, but honestly, you know, it does some things well.
Well, I mean, it has graphics and stuff like that.
It has graphics,
and they're not so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has broad ideas on what to do, and I think those ideas are implemented terribly, terribly bad. But I think that there is a way, if you were to go back in time, that you could make this game good.
Oh yeah, I think I would agree with you right there.
Unlike some of the other versions of RoboCop and some of the other games we've had in Kusogr4nde, I can see the core of a good game in this. And then I can see everything that was wrapped around it.
Yeah. It's like you're seeing into the Matrix with this, Corndan.
A little bit. Or it's a lot like seeing into the minds of what we thought was sellable in like 1990 or whenever this thing came out.
Oh yeah. Uh, I mean, it was sellable. They probably sold some copies, right?
Well, I'm sure they did, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you
A
figure
few.
it came out in 1990, so it was on the far end of the NES. So there were definitely better games that had come out at this point in time.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love the boops. The boops and the beeps. They're so good.
And I mean, the sound on this definitely sounds like that someone has tried to take the Commodore 64 music and port it to the NES.
Yeah,
Like
I would pretty much agree with that.
It has a very Sid chip sort of feel.
Yeah, let me see. I just want to get the music a little bit louder for everybody here. So we're gonna go ahead and boost it up to this level and see how that does. That means I have to turn you down though, because otherwise you'll destroy their ears. Okay, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is going to be RoboCop 2, our beautiful, beautiful game. They're just letting the demo play right now as they get ready for this match.
And even the demo basically shows how bad this game is. Like, RoboCop does not succeed in this demo.
Not at all. He's kind of buds. Not gonna lie. Okay, I'm checking with the players right now to see if they are good to roll. That would be pretty dang awesome if they were. That way we can go in and have a fantastic game. Thank you, Fluffy Squirrel, for the sub. Come and enjoy a robot or a cop or perhaps 2 in 1. Well, I think everybody knows what they need to spam for this. Any RoboCops, Robos, Cops,
Robot cops,
and
Robert
Nuke.
cops.
Anything nuclear, because they are trying to stop the drug lords from making nuke in this video game, I guess.
Yeah, but here the downside is they're not going to take kids and turn them into dope dealers.
Downside? That's probably a good thing.
I mean, I'm sure it is.
As soon as I see them move in the first level, I will start our timer, and there we go.
All right, so welcome to RoboCop 2. This game sucks.
Okay, yeah. Looks like Melos, for some reason, reset. That's fine. Okay.
Mellows hit continue instead of new game. So the point of this game is to get all the nuke and arrest all the bad guys.
Stupid
Now,
bad guys.
Sometimes the bad guys might be hostages, but you're going to arrest them anyway. And you have to get a certain percentage of nuke and a certain percentage of bad guys to move on to the next level.
Oh yeah, there's some strange, like, every version of RoboCop 2 that I've seen has had slightly different rules with, like, how many people you're supposed to save, or if you're saving them, or if they're hostages, or I have no idea. And apparently they're bad guys in this one, so...
Well, I mean, that is what the game manual says.
Okay.
But it's very clear in certain levels, they're actually just, like, hostages and stuff like that. So, they're not going to figure this out, right? But you can tell when there's a bad guy you have to deal with up there because the little bad guy icon flashes at the top.
Uh-oh.
So in this particular level, it's the guys in the tan shirts. Those are the guys you have to arrest.
Gotcha. Put them in jail. They all deserve it. all these clowns. I love that some of them, like, okay, if any of you have ever played Darkman for the NES, this game very much copies a lot of the physics and a lot of the style for that.
Whoa.
What?
Darkman copies from this.
What? Oh, it's the opposite?
Yeah.
Oh.
They actually fixed some of the problems in this for Darkman.
I don't believe it.
Well, I mean, I use that in a very loose term because, right, as a misnomer, because they, quote, fixed it. Darkman is still awful.
I'm pretty dang sure that this is better than Darkman. In my opinion. Why? Because you can't run in this game.
Well, I don't disagree with you. Alright, so let's talk about the counters at the top, because there are questions in chat about it. So, the one all the way to your left's your score. Score doesn't really matter here. Right, the one to the next of that is the nuke. Right, and it's how many nuke you've gotten. And so you need to get 60% of the nuke in a given level, whatever that is. It doesn't tell you. The one next to that is the bad guys you've arrested. And you can't shoot them, you actually have to, like, bump into them. And then the battery icon is your health. So when you fail, because you will, because you only get 30% of the nuke and 40% of the targets, the first 2 times you fail, you go to remedial, like, retraining.
Oh, yeah, and if you do it twice...
Yeah, you can only do it twice.
Yeah.
So if you pass it here, and kill... The number of bad guys is in the bottom left corner, right? Your time's over there. It's a little tighter than you'd think, probably, but it's doable.
It is, yeah.
That you'll go on to the next level. But you can only do this twice, and then after that, they just send you back to the level. So, if I were them early on, right, and don't pass this and start getting sent back to the level, I'd restart.
Okay.
At least to get through level 1. Level 1 requires, essentially, there is a secret area to go get a whole bunch of nuke. That you can find. It's not, I mean, it's not, like, crazy outside of that.
Yeah.
But it's a lot easier to get all of the nuke and all of the bad guys in the next couple of levels. So both Melos and Pika Pals did get to the next level, and I guarantee they're going to have issues here as well, because they're going to shoot the hostages, basically.
Yeah, well, they're bad guys, okay? That's what the game says they are.
Right. They're going to shoot the bad guys, who are very clearly hostages, but they're bad guys, so we have to arrest them.
Yeah. By the way, I think I can confirm RoboCop 2 is likely... I'm not 100% sure, but it's likely before Darkman.
It is. Darkman came out in 1991. This came out in 1990.
No, I'm seeing 1991 for this as well. April 1991. But
this came out before Darkman.
Yeah, Darkman wasn't until August or September. That's when the movie came out, and you're not going to release a game before that. Hopefully, unless you're stupid. By the way,
so
go ahead.
Other thing that needs to notice, right, is that a couple things in this level. One, if you let the hostages sit on the screen too long, they die, right, and you can't get them.
Oh, no.
The other one, if you hit those gears or the lightning, you straight up die.
Well, that's not good.
Oh yeah, it's totally dumb.
By the way, I'm looking at this company, Painting by Numbers. They also made a version of Hook. I think it might have been the NES version, which At least they made the Game Boy version. Yeah, they made the NES version as well, which that's not a good game. They also made a port of Pool World, it looks like. They did not make very many games.
So, Genie, I bet you do remember this. So I imagine we'll be stuck here for a while. Tristan and I were stuck here for a while. I'm kind of hoping that one of them gets hit by the various smashers just because it's funny.
Oh, the smashers are great. Like, the electricity is being a big pain. There's so many things in this that don't look like they're one-hit kills, but they are.
Like everything is a one-hit kill in this game, except getting shot, which you think might actually be a one-hit kill.
I mean, you are RoboCop. You have a lot of armor, so I guess that makes sense. Oh,
right,
no!
So let me... You're also made of metal, so let me, like, touch, like, electricity, which will just go around me because I'm made of metal. But nope, that kills you.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like Pika Pal's got one of the hostage/bad guys.
Yeah, Pika Pals is up to 3. I think in this level there's 5.
Okay. Not doing bad. Oh, no! I don't know how Pika Pals died.
So, hit a gear.
Oh.
I told you that, like, this game is rough.
Yeah, I mean, I've played some of this game. Or at least it feels like I've played it. Maybe I've just played Darkman.
If you played Darkman, you basically played this.
Yeah, as Chad is asking, is this by the devs of Darkman? And 100% yes.
Yes, it is. So Pika Pals, I think it's got it a little bit more figured out. Right, and making sure to get the hostages, arrest the hostages. So I think what'll happen is once we start seeing completions of this level, which will take a while because this level is like super mean. I don't think that we'll be making passes back to for retraining.
Yeah.
Right? I think by the time they get to the end, right, we'll have everything we need.
Yeah, I think so. They're doing a pretty good job collecting nuke and such. The bad thing is that you can only do the retraining so many times, and if you do it twice, if you do it early on in the game, then that means that later stages you just have to do them over and over and over again, and it's a nightmare.
And we will not see a completion. This game has like 15 stages, like 12 stages, and a
wow.
3 stages, or 12 stages, and like a 3-stage final boss.
Oh yeah.
Like that last stomper there is totally why I gave out this game.
Totally why you gave it out.
Oh, because you're like, oh man, like when I first found that, I died laughing because at this point in time you're like, I have been struggling. I've gone through like a bajillion continues here, right? Like, this game sucks. What's going on? I don't know what I'm doing. I finally made it to the end. I think I'm gonna be okay. Like, everything's gonna be great.
Oh yeah. Bam. And then you're dead.
Yeah, bam, you're dead.
So good. I'm taking a look. The guy who made the music for this game also did the audio production for The Simpsons, Bart versus the Space Mutants. They helped with the music for Puzznick, which is actually pretty dang good.
Puzznick's music is good.
The New Zealand story, I feel like I need to play that. Bad Dudes.
I like the New Zealand story. The New Zealand story is actually very good.
Yeah, honestly, like, the music is probably better than everything else about this game. Yeah, I really like the guy. It's Jonathan Dunn who did the music for this.
I do want to point out what's being said in never mind. Pika Pals hit the first magnetic strip and it kills you. Anyway.
Oh yeah, the magnetic thing is the worst.
Melos posted in Discord that, oh god, it's so much worse.
Yeah.
Right, so I imagine we will have people coming for my head after this, and it will be worth it.
Oh, Corndan, you're just wishing for death.
Yeah. This game is great though. So let's talk about the next issue.
Melos just said in Discord, Corndan, we are going to need to have words later.
I know. It's so good.
So the lucky thing, though, is that neither player is going to be eliminated by this game because they are in the winner's bracket. The loser will have to do another recurring nightmare, I believe, and that's fine. Nightmares are fun.
Yeah, this is the best. This is the absolute best. So Pika Pals is really struggling with the hover pad because you can jump off of it.
Yeah. Okay, how do you control it though? Is it also the jump button?
Yeah, so no, fire a weapon. Like, you have to fire your weapon, right, to do that.
Fire weapon is the flying.
Fire weapon is the flying.
That's so
and
dumb.
then jump button is jump off of it. And all the gears are still one-hit kills. And
so is the lightning.
And the lightning's a one-hit kill, and you have to get all this taken care of. And yeah, it's Flappy Bird.
What a high-quality video game. Thank you, Ocean, for bringing this to us today.
So now...
No! Oh,
no,
good.
Pika Pals did it right.
I was a little bit concerned. Stop!
Oh, this is great.
This is such a bad game.
This is so good.
I love it. It's I don't know.
This brings so much joy to my soul. You don't even know. Actually, you probably do.
Oh yeah, I do.
So guys, if you want to know why I gave out like a bajillion RoboCop 2 games this tournament, this is legitimately why.
Yeah, I was talking to Corndan, and I was like, we need to have words about how many RoboCop games you're giving out, but it's okay, we'll live.
But like seriously, you find this and you're like, what? Like, there are a bunch of like, are they all this bad? Right? And then you start looking, and the next thing you know, you have to give them all out because none of them are good. But this one is by far the best sort of bad.
It's just strange that they were able to make so many terrible games. Like, so many terrible games based off of the same show. Okay, 52% of the nuke, 80% of the target. Uh-oh. The thing is, like, unless you've played this game before, you wouldn't know that this is punishment.
Well, or if I had given them the full manual.
Wow, Corndan.
Well, because I wanted to keep some of this, like a secret, right? But if you had the full manual, right, because you were, unfortunate enough to have bought this as a kid, right, the manual tells you that, there are two, rule number uno is destroy nuke wherever you find it. You must destroy at least 60% of the nuke on each level.
Okay.
But you won't know how much there is on a level until you get to the end. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then, on the next page, it tells you have to collar all the creeps. Right? After all, you're a cop, right? You're supposed to make some arrests. In fact, you must arrest 60% of all the arrestable bad guys on each level. So those hostages are arrestable bad guys.
I mean, of course the hostages are bad guys, Oh no, Melos! think Melos got a little bit
Oh.
surprised by the magnet there.
A little bit, yeah.
The thing is, there's no way to know. There's really no way to know that the magnet is going to do that until it happens to you.
Right. Well, and then the first time it happens, right, and you're all either pissed off or super happy about it, right?
Yeah.
Or laughing about it. Then you're like, I'm not touching the next one, and you can't make that jump.
Oh my gosh.
One of the things that they really haven't picked up yet is the W pickups are
Yeah, what are the W
they're
pickups?
special like ammo.
Okay.
So in this particular level that Pika Pals is on, it's a three-way shot. And GG, Pika Pals has used up all of his recalibration.
Yeah,
so now Pika Pals is just going to be sent back to the beginning of the level every time things don't work.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing about that, by the way, is that as levels go on, it's harder to find the nuke. And I think this level has secret areas that you absolutely have to go to in order to find nuke.
I don't think on this level there is. There definitely is on level 1. I think on this level, if I remember correctly, because I didn't find any of the secret areas at all, that I made it through this level to the next one.
Okay.
So I think you can do this if you're just careful about how you get the nuke.
Yeah, that makes sense. Pika Pal's not going for that nuke. That's okay, you only need 60%. It's just annoying that you have 2 collectibles that are required in this game. Okay, let's see how Pika Pal's does. 47%, 60% villains.
Now Pika Pals is going to find out the fun stuff, thinking, "Oh, I'm going to just go do my thing." Nope. Now back to the beginning of the level.
Yep. Oh, apparently level 4 does have a small secret area. Okay. No, Pika Pals! Wow. How do you even access secret areas? Oh, you know, fall into a pit. You know, secret. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't know which pit it is.
I mean, yeah, you don't know. Random tiles on the screen. Basically, there's no visual indication that there's a secret. They are going to have to work in order to figure out how to get through some of these later levels.
Yes. Which is why, like, I knew we are not going to see a completion of this game.
Yeah. Okay, Melos, not good enough. Gonna be recalibrating. If I'm not mistaken, yep.
Correct.
You have not destroyed enough nuke in your last mission. Proceed to the firing range.
So, I think out of the two of them, Melos is the only one who's really watched that.
I think so, yeah.
Right, to know what's going on.
It's honestly worth taking a little bit of time and seeing if there is helpful information there. I'm not sure if that's going to be helpful, but hopefully.
So I think it'll be helpful to understand, like, right. I wonder if Pika Pals is gonna have like issues like, well, do you only go to recalibration like on certain levels? Right? Like, is this just a thing at the end of a level? Right? Instead of, if you'd known that you only go twice, which you would have if I gave out the full manual, that maybe what we'd have seen is both of them restart after getting to this point on stage 1.
True. I really like... I'm finding one review that really praises this game. I think they gave it 4 out of 5, essentially. The short story, like in most movie-based games, this one has almost nothing in common with the movie script. Wasn't that good, so that is not a problem. You are Alex Murphy, and your mission is first not to get killed, and after that to grab from streets all the drugs and criminals that you find on your way to end the wave of addiction and robbery in your city. And then it goes on to describe this game as a strategy game. Pika Pals, again, not going to be able to clear the stage. Probably going to be confused. You have not achieved an acceptable result on your last mission. There we go. Okay, Pika Pals took the time to read that it wasn't acceptable. Good. So yeah, first of all, in RoboCop 2, you can't just jump here and there shooting and killing everybody around. This is an strategic game. You need to know why you're going up or down, why you kill or not, when you take this or not. Mess one choice and you are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And they also say the difficulty level is not extreme, but it needs lots of patience. Try again.
You know,
yeah?
I would agree with that. Right? Like, if you knew where the secrets and the stuff like that are to move on, right? It's not that bad. But...
yeah, it's not. Oh my gosh, this ending of the review. I agree that you have to be patient in this, which isn't what you generally want to do with a platformer, but that sort of is required when it comes to this game. Take it a little bit slow. Make sure you figure out how to get to different areas. When you die, don't feel frustrated. Don't just rush. Just try to learn from the mistake. Okay, the end of this review says, this game is not for lazy players. There are no Game Genie codes. Try using Game Genie and you will get a black screen. No cheats or anything, just you and your gamepad. If you like a good challenge, this one is for you. If you feel more like, give me blood, then play Unreal 2003.
Well, you know...
they're very similar games, you know?
Oh, totally.
I love game FAQs. It's my favorite review site, okay?
I don't even remember where the secret is in this match, or in this level.
I have no idea. Like, Pika Pals is constantly skipping one nuke, and I think that Pika Pals just needs to opt to go down early on in order to get one of these bottles of nuke. Like, right here is where Pika Pals needs to go down. Well, that was death, but that was the right direction. It doesn't matter if you die as long as you're working to figure out where to go and you're, making some steady progress.
Right. So, let's see if we can figure out. Let me check like game FAQs or something to figure out where the our fun.
There are a couple different walkthroughs available, yeah. Looking at level 4, which is what they are on. I'm just taking a look to see.
On the last platform, stand in front of the large gray pipe and press down.
What? You press down?
Well, yeah, so you go in the sewers.
That's so dumb. Pika Pals, not quite enough. Mellows just got a little bit... oh, no! Oh, I'm so sad. There's no visual indication that you can go in anywhere there.
Nope.
Yeah, we're gonna be on this level for a teeny tiny little while.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love that the manual that you gave out does not indicate that there are doors or sewers or anything that you can go in. Like, it says that pushing down RoboCop kneel / move game cursor down. Yeah, that's helpful.
So, I mean, about all it says, too, right? You know, if we're saying, well, like, if you looked at the full manual, does it say anything? And all of it just says, as many levels include a secret bonus challenge, the entrance to which is hidden. At the start of each level, you'll see a screen that details your position, tells you whether, but not where, there's a bonus challenge on that level. The entrance of these secret passages ways are not easy to detect, and that's all it says.
Thank you, Manual. I appreciate all your help. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the thing is, here's the deal. With Recurring Nightmares this round, we specifically go and find games that we really enjoyed watching before, and this one, I think, has been a blast every time that we've had it. And the reason I think this is a fun watch is it's fairly fast-paced, but at the same time, you know, you can see pretty clearly the mistakes that the different players are making here. Oh no, peekabous! You can also visually see the difficulty of the controls.
Yeah,
like
in this particular game, absolutely.
Yeah, everything here is ice physics. Oh, Mellows, not quite enough.
Right, they're getting the 8 they can see, and they're missing... Well, and so here's the thing, right? If they would sit on that screen, like when they continue and the level pops up, it would at least tell them there's a secret area.
Oh, yeah. Like, they need to take the time to read just a little bit, you know? Don't skip text, because text can be helpful. With that said, I think they can still beat this level without going to the secret area. It would just be a little bit easier if they did.
Yeah, I mean, at least if I knew, like, Mellows just passed it up.
Yeah. Pika Pal's also ducking in front of doors, trying to see if there is something. Very smart. Both of them are trying to figure out where the rest of the nuke is. Like, visually, you know, if they missed only one bottle and they got 47%, they have to realize that there needs to be nukes somewhere else, and I think both of them have realized that at this point.
I think that's true. But we'll see what they find.
I actually really like that, just number-wise, logically, there has to be some sort of secret area or something that you're not seeing. To nuke the nuke, all RoboCop has to do is touch it per the manual.
Yep.
I love it. It has a picture of him stepping on nuke. Crunch. So, actually, yeah, the number next to the battery is how much health you have remaining, which honestly doesn't matter too much because of how much you'll die instantly due to most of the stuff here.
Pretty much. I mean, it's not good.
Oh, jeez. You do get the three-way shot. I'm glad that it gives you a three-way shot in this level. There are also... oh, it's the T-shot that this does. There's also the three-way super shot. Let's see, and armor piercing that you can get at certain points. Apparently, there are also invincibility capsules. I have no idea where those are.
I don't think we've seen any, but if we did, they would be I.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Pika Pals. I think Pika Pals is doing things right at this point. They just need to figure out, you know, how to make the jump, because it's a very precise jump in a very imprecise game.
Yeah. Not good.
Not good at all. Okay, Melos, it was right there!
It's right there, no!
Ducked in front of the fire hydrant, but not the pipe. Ah, rough time.
So I did also load this up to confirm, because you can see it on level 1, that if they were to sit on that first area, it will tell you there is a secret nuke stash reported to be in this area.
Oh, yeah. Pika Pals.
Almost.
Yeah, it's a very rough jump. However, Pika Pals is consistently getting to the point where they can get that vial of nuke and destroy it. So I think we're going to see Pika Pals get through this relatively soon.
I think so. We will see somebody through it.
At this point, we have less than half an hour left. We're starting to get towards the tail end of the match. We still have a lot to go, though. I'm glad that this game has a lot of continues, or infinite continues. It makes it a little bit hard if, you know, they get walled like this due to not having recalibration that they can use.
I mean, there are certain other things they could look at, too. I think, to some extent on here, I think that there is maybe indications on some of the tiles and stuff on the ground, too, where that might be. There is, like, that's how it is in level 1. And I'm taking a look here to see on both sides.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes open for that, too. No! Pika Pals! Oh, my heart. My heart hurts. Yeah, Melos is still chatting in Discord, and I love hearing the complaints about this game. Honestly, it seems like the more frustrating a game, the more people want to chat and just sort of vent a little bit with this. And RoboCop 2 is one of those that we see a lot of chatting most of the time.
I think it's cathartic, right? In the idea that, right? It's not your fault you're playing this bad game.
Oh yeah, not at all. Well, I mean, you signed up for the tournament, so whatever.
Well, right, but it's still not your fault.
I see no indication with the
Nothing.
pipe.
But I think
Pika Pals, are you gonna do it? Down, down. What? Maybe not.
I swore that's what it said in the game FAQ.
What the crap? How do you get... Okay. Yeah, you will end... Okay, on the last platform...
Stand in front of the large gray pipe and press down.
Okay, but here's the deal. It doesn't say which platform is the last platform. Like, welcome to game FAQs. It might be the one that Pika Pals was right above, right there. I don't know. Like, some of these are barrels, some of these are pipes. I don't know. They're just really terrible. It might be the pipe next to the impossible jump. Yeah, the one that Pika Pals is heading to.
Maybe.
Oh, no. Down! Down! Ah! No!
Or it's that first pipe.
I don't...
Right, out of the two on that platform. It's got to be one of the two. Yeah, I think Cadus is probably right. Like, RoboCop can't jump that far.
He's a robot. Of course he can't.
But I mean, we still have like 23 minutes to go find this. Maybe if you press down there, like at the top of that.
Maybe.
It's the only other option I can think of.
Pika Pals is just chilling a little bit. Breathing. You know what? Maybe Pika Pals is just checking out some different stuff.
I mean, I would check like every pipe that's going down now.
Yeah. Did Pika Pals see a note?
I don't know. I've been looking to see, but I didn't tell if they skipped that part or not. Like, Mello's just skipped it there.
Okay. You know what? I feel like I need to pull up a video or something just to see where you're supposed to go here, because this is dumb.
Yeah, that's probably,
I love that other people are... Oh! Pika Pals is in!
Pika Pals found it.
Okay, that's cool. I still don't know where it was, but that's cool. Well, we'll get to see it again.
Where that impossible jump was.
The impossible jump. Okay.
So if you go down there at the bottom for the impossible jump and then just hit down there.
I think that might have been enough. 70% of the nuke. There we go. And Pika Pals is on to the next level. Again, I'm not surprised that people got walled there.
No, not one bit.
Yeah, just so people know who are watching this, you have to remember that they went into this with very little information. They essentially had the controls, and that was it. Now, remember, I really like the idea of thinking about this like playing a game at your grandma's house. You know, she has a few of the old Nintendo games just sitting around. You pick it up, you stick it in, and you play it and try to figure out what to do.
Yep. Which is why I gave them only the bare minimum of controls.
Yep.
Like, this is what happens if you're 8 and you go to Blockbuster and you give a game and the, you know, the photocopied manual they give you is like ripped because the last kid who had it had pizza and got it all over it. And so this is all you get.
Oh yeah. But, you know, at times... At times you did manage to make a breakthrough and felt really good about yourself. I'm unsure that's going to be happening with this game anytime soon, but yeah, just not having a manual was always rough back in the day. But even with the manual, even if they had the whole manual here, it wouldn't be obvious at all what they're supposed to do unless they read. And as it turns out, reading is important.
Reading is fundamental.
I love that the people you're arresting look like helpless children in this game.
Right, because, like, that's what I love about this game is they just call it's all the arrestables, right? Which means, like, for half this game, you're, like, arresting, like, kids.
They deserve it. Oh no, the football killed RoboCop! Life's hard, man.
You know what? Right, I mean, now that someone's posted the quote about brainwashing kids and turning them into dope.
Dealers.
I mean, maybe that would explain the plot of RoboCop 2, because I think for a while they had a little kid involved in this.
Okay.
As part of the cult. So maybe they were turning kids into dope dealers.
I mean, could you blame them? Look at the kids here. They look kind of dumb. So you are arresting children. Oh my gosh.
I guess you are.
Melos is currently typing in Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he said, I feel like I'm looking at the hidden picture thing and I'm the only one who can't see it. You know, that's not the case. We've had people get walled on this level for a long time before.
Yep, I'm just gonna keep it to myself that basically, you know, okay, Mel, let's go down. No, down.
You gotta go after the visual clues. Like, it's really illogical. Down! Oh no. It's okay. Like, the clue is that you can get that nuke, but you're stuck. You cannot make the jump. Honestly, they should have made it more obvious. That would have helped.
Yeah, but I mean, I think at the same token, right, and, you know, especially with the infinite continues, right, because I think that helps us out here a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
You know, if I had played a whole bunch of other Nintendo games as a kid, right?
Yeah.
And have tried this jump about 15 times now. And failed, and got on the very last pixel and jumped and failed. That's failing by like a whole tile even.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not like I almost made it, like some of the jumps in like Super Mario World or Super Mario Brothers. Right.
True.
I get down there. They're not gonna put the nuke down there unless you could get it and like do something else. I would just start hitting like random buttons and stuff like that.
Yeah, in general, you should assume that the developers were at least competent enough to do that much. No, Pika Pals! That was beautiful. Good death right there.
I mean, that's what you'd hope anyway, right? And you have to think that this game had a pretty large budget, right, and stuff, because RoboCop 2 is a pretty big movie.
Oh yeah. And, like, even though it's bad, this is a licensed game. You know, it's a game that got the Nintendo seal of quality. You have to assume that they at least had some thought. If it were bootleg, then they could put an item down there that you just cannot get. But if it's not bootleg, you gotta assume that there's a reason an important item is in a strange location. Ooh, Pika Pals is dead again.
Come on, Melos, go down. Oh, we're...
Okay. Nope.
No.
Rocky and Bullwinkle got a Nintendo license. I mean, Karozy, I agree with you. And I understand your point, but also remember That game is a lot better than most bootlegs.
And this game is definitely better than bootlegs. I mean, we should know we have had the bootleg of this on Kusogr4nde.
Oh, yeah.
And that bootleg is kind of glorious in how bad it is. But also how much that it's very recognizably RoboCop 2 for the NES.
I feel so bad for Melos. Like, one of the most frustrating things in Kusogr4nde is if you do get walled, how do you get past this wall? What do you do? How do you keep from getting frustrated?
You know who we should have brought in for commentary on this is Buffalax.
Uh-oh. Why?
Well, because if you remember when we originally gave this out, right, this was in a 4-player match, and Buffalax was in here, and it took Buffalax the entire hour to get through level 1.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Like, Buffalax struggled so hard with this.
Yeah, I mean, I fully believe it. This is not a trivial game at all. What the crap? Pika Pals just died by whatever.
Okay, now let's go back. Or go jump down there. I don't really care which.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Stop.
you just
No.
can't. You can't. It's not going to happen, Melos. Yeah, the thing is, like, here's sort of what I'm thinking. Occasionally people will approach something and think, maybe I just have to go through it a specific way, but if you keep trying that way over and over again and you keep failing, honestly, a good strategy is just to change what you're doing.
Right. Oh, Melos is gonna be so mad, too.
A bit. Tiny bit.
Like, so mad when he figures out what he has to do.
I don't fully understand what's happening on Pika Pal's screen, but it's pretty cool, I guess. Run away!
They're essentially...
Oh, jeez. Almost
like
got...
a maze.
There we go! Pika Pals is through. Is that going to be enough?
Gonna have to redo that, I'm pretty sure.
41% of the nuke. Not a chance. Melos has the right idea.
But go down, Mel. I think Melos is gonna make progress here.
I think so.
Right, I think Melos has got the right idea now.
Melos put in Discord, I swear, if this is find the invisible wall or some crap.
Well,
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah, it is. Basically.
Oh, man. Yeah, Melos is angry. I kind of love it. So, yeah, where Pika Pals is, what they have to do is basically, right, I don't think this level has a secret and thing. You just have to be real good about how you pick up the move.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, you know, Pika Pals now knows how to get through the level. Just gonna need to figure out how to get the rest of the nuke. Not all of it, obviously. You don't need all of it.
Now, I'm gonna kind of laugh here a little bit. If what ends up happening Now with Melos, right? Melos has killed 2 of the 5 arrestables. Right, so Melos has to hit all 3 guys. I'm going to really laugh if Melos gets to that pipe, works his way down.
No! Melos!
Oh, so close!
It was right there.
It was right there.
This is an NES video game, correct? Crazy Sunshine. This is something that came out, and I'm not sure if it should have actually been sold, but you know. Is there any way at all to control that platform down there?
Not the one that you're not on.
Oh my gosh, okay. Watch out, Pika Pals, it's coming after you. Maybe. I don't know. I actually really don't know.
It just goes back and forth.
Pika Pals is like, I'll just see if this is enough nuke. No! Not quite.
One more.
Yeah, about that. I love that you can just punch people in this game.
Wow.
And that they're stupid enough to walk up and get punched by RoboCop.
That is fair.
Poor RoboCop.
So Melos is saying that there's always RoboCop. Hope does not exist here.
I
He's
mean,
gonna be real upset.
oh my gosh. Corndan, yeah, you're gonna get a yelling.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Which, I mean, there are some games that whenever you give them out, you know somebody's gonna yell at you.
This is one of them.
Yeah.
It really is.
This looks like Darkman. That's because it's made by the same people who made Darkman, and is essentially the Darkman engine.
No, Darkman is the RoboCop 2 engine.
Oh,
This
yeah,
was
yeah,
first.
yeah. I guess.
I mean, they're probably like simultaneously-ish being developed. But this came first.
You know, honestly, I think I would rather play Darkman than this. I'm not gonna lie.
A little bit, yeah. So, and a lot of that is because, right, the way this game is set up is such that, like, you can get walled for stupid reasons in this game.
Yes.
Look at Melos. Right? Like, at least with Darkman, it's idiotic. It's the same sort of dumb crap in this game. But... No Melos.
This game is basically the king of awkward movement. Like, you have to do so many awkward things in order to get through it.
I agree with that.
Okay, we just have under 5 minutes left. This has been a very exciting and tear-filled match.
This is about what I expected out of this match.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't sure that anybody would make it as far as Pika Pals. But remember, you know, both of these players are in the bracket for a reason. They've been extremely strong so far. And, you know, RoboCop 2 is definitely a test of those skills at figuring out stuff that isn't obvious at all.
Yes. I'm just hoping that in the 5 minutes we have left, But I hope that Melos makes it past this spot.
Hopefully, yeah. Pika Pals, you're missing a nuke over to the left. That's...
And you should go get it, because you need all of the nuke you can get.
Yeah. I don't think this is gonna be... Wait, he's got 8. Is that enough? It is! Pika Pals is moving on to the next level. Okay, just so you know, everybody watching, Pika Pals and Melos are not on the same level, even though it looks very similar. Melos is 2 levels behind at this point.
Yeah, I would say at this point in time, Pika Pals hasn't wrapped up. Like, even if Melos could figure it out in this particular case, I don't believe that there's enough time.
Like, in theory, there could be enough time, but it's not going to happen. Like, these levels are not long. I imagine that if you were just trying to blast through, speedrun this game, you know, you could get through pretty quickly, but the big problem, the big but here, is that they're just so incredibly difficult that for a blind playthrough, you're not going to get through that quickly. I mean, 10, 20 minutes on a level is not unusual for a new player.
So there's our first invulnerability.
Absolutely useful, I can tell. Oh.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is actually legitimately useful there.
A little bit, yeah. Oh my gosh. No health left for Pika Pals, and there we go. How many levels are there in this game? I have no idea.
12 plus a 3-part final boss.
A 3-part?
Yeah, it's a 3-part final boss.
If you lose on the final boss, do you have to go to the beginning?
You have to do all 3 of them.
No. No. Oh, that's not nice.
Well, nobody claimed this game is nice. Right? In fact, we've kind of been trying to claim the opposite.
Yeah. I tend to agree with... Oh, Pika Pals now! Okay, we're down to just about 1 minute left. Honestly, kudos to Melos for sticking it out. Even though he really feels like he can't make any progress, he still hasn't given up. You never give up. You never know when you're going to be able to make that surprise comeback.
So, Crazy Sunshine, have I completed this game in full? And the answer is no. Pika Pals has actually gotten farther than I have. But I've played this a long time. But, like, when I do due diligence and trying to sort out some of these games, I do try to watch, like, long play videos and stuff and see how long it goes. And this game, if you don't know what you're doing and you're trying to play it blind, this game takes a long time.
It's a strategy game, Corndan.
I actually forget how long the long play is, but my general approach is I take whatever long play I can find and double it. And figure that's going to be roughly the amount of time it's going to take. Now, some games, I know, like, if I've played them more, or I'm more familiar with them, I might know that it'll take 4 or 5 times that or longer.
Hey, as it turns out, that is time, Corndan. We are done. What a video game. Oh my gosh, someone is going to die in just a little bit, and I think it might be you or me.
No, I think it's going to be me.
Pika Pals managed to make a significant amount of progress. Melos as well, but unfortunately Melos was 2 levels behind, meaning that Pika Pals takes the victory today. Melos will be heading on down to the losers bracket. That is completely fine. Oh, just the reactions in Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Melos is not happy about this game.
I told you, I know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and see. Wait, hello there, Melos.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're a little bit concerned about Corndan's safety, but you know, do what you gotta.
I saw somebody mention text at the beginning of the level, and I saw it, but it disappeared faster than I could read it.
Oh
All
no!
it tells you is that there's a nuke stash in the level. Here's the thing: even if I had given you the rest of the manual, it wouldn't have been a help on that.
Oh yeah, it doesn't say anything about pushing down at a
course not.
specific location. Why would it?
I mean, there's a hidden elevator.
I even
somewhere.
tried that. I
Here's
just
the
didn't
thing.
find the spot.
You tried
Yeah.
it at the wrong spot on that pipe. You tried
Which
it at the
pipe?
top of the pipe. Right, so you know where the impossible jump is?
Yeah.
All right, so you tried pushing down at the top of the pipe on the thing all the way up top. What you need to do is down where that nuke is, where you fail that jump all the time, is press down at that spot on the pipe.
On the nuke.
Essentially,
Basically.
yeah.
I was just, hoping for like a
What?
super jump or something.
Yeah,
I even pushed down on that platform somewhere.
you did. We saw.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
Isn't it?
This game is bad. Like, there's a reason that it came back, you know? Recurring Nightmares doesn't bring back casual games. It brings back terrible stuff.
I felt like I blasted through the rest of the game pretty good.
You did pretty good, yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
both of you rocked it. And I think that if it weren't for that level, Melos, you possibly... you would have been neck and neck with Pika Pals. It's just the wall that was level 4 was just butts.
Yeah,
You
If-
both spent a lot of time on it.
20 minutes or 20 or 30 minutes on that level alone.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
I knew something was there. It's just that I couldn't find any sort of indication. I even went through slowly looking at everything to see if there was anything different, and I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, besides that, actually, I think that one thing that people were able to see with this game was that the controls are pretty trash in this game. Especially the momentum, because it's pretty much ice physics the entire time.
Yeah, everything is ice, and you control about as well as driving a concrete block on it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's Ice or Flappy Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Or Ice Flappy Bird.
Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah,
don't know. The Flappy Bird part was somehow easier to control.
Yeah, I didn't mind that.
Oh, I felt so bad when I saw it, but hey, I'm glad that was better than the other parts of the game. Is there anything redeemable about this?
No.
Strong opinions. Pika Pals?
I don't know. The demo showed like a cool looking boss fight that I wanted to see, and then it never showed up.
Yeah.
Right, because that's the final boss.
Oh, it's way too
What?
far in the game. I don't want to have to get past this.
Yeah,
Why
it's-
would you show the final boss in the demo?
Oh, right, they show you doing it terribly.
Yeah, he like runs into him and loses all of his health.
Oh,
yeah.
The crushers were mean.
The Crushers. Oh my gosh, they're hilarious the
Oh,
first
God.
time you see them. But then
That last crusher on the end of stage 2,
this is the best.
I was so happy, and then all of a sudden I'm on the ground.
it gets everyone.
Right between that and the first magnet in stage 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
which of course scared me off of the second magnet for a
right.
bit.
So that first magnet in stage 3 guarantees you at least lose 2 lives.
Oh, of course. There's no way anybody gets tricked by the first magnet and then doesn't at least try to dodge the second one.
True.
Well,
Yeah,
and then you might look at it again and go, you know what? I might be able to make that jump.
I'd say
Right,
Yeah.
so then you lose it a third time.
at least the game has infinite continues as far as I can tell. At least that's like the single saving grace. Except for the fact that because you only get 2 stage skips if you don't get enough nuke, once you start continuing later on, you know, you're very likely to get walled like both of you did.
If I had saved the or known that the skips were limited, that would have been much easier to just go back and do again, because the first levels were very easy compared to this.
Yeah,
Well-
well, nobody knows until you actually get into it, you know?
And you'd have still struggled with level 1 because level 1 requires the secret too.
This
Yeah, I
game's
think
dumb.
Kate has said that like level 1 and 3 both have a secret stash that you
Yeah.
need.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Of course,
not a
making
good
it-
game.
More than likely that you're going to end up walled at level 4.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
Because level 4, yeah, you also have to get it there because the stupid jump. Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
so everybody knows, by the way, this is the only match of the day. Thank you so much, Melos and Pika Pals, for coming and joining. You know, Pika Pals, you're moving on pretty strong in the winner's bracket. Melos, you're still in the tournament, you know. Just wish no more RoboCop in your life. We'll try to exercise him from the tournament, okay?
You know, I almost said something, but no, I don't think I want to say that.
Just watch out for RoboCop in your next round.
Well, there is more. There's always more RoboCop.
True,
Yeah.
true. Well,
Yes, but what kind of RoboCop? Because the two RoboCops I got were very different RoboCop.
Pretty much all of them are.
yeah, I love it. Well, I think it's time for me to go ahead and move away from Kusogr4nde. I'm going to be playing a game for a little bit, so take care, both of you. Thank you so much, Corndan, and we'll see you hopefully soon back on the tournament.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have fun.
Thanks. Well, Corndan, I appreciate what you've done. I'm going to go ahead and run a little ad as I get stuff set up, so feel free to take off, and, I'll see you next time.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, be right back, everybody.